Moving on, thank you again. And
thanks for being bodacious dudes who play this radical game.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks, I think.
Oh, thank you. I don't know why you're thanking me, but thanks.
Well, you're welcome, and you'll have to live with my welcomeness.
Oh, all right. I am having to step out a little bit just from that voice call. We are going to move on to the video that Koal made, because a lot of people haven't seen it just because we start showing the videos a little bit later. So take it away, Twitch.
Seven, eight, let's do once a day. 9, 10, Goose is back again.
Welcome to Fright Night. For real.
Oh, I just love it. Thank you, Koal, again, for putting that beautiful stuff together. And, you know, what game could we have? What else would work? You know, we have recurring nightmares, and I think, you know, not everything has to be a nightmare. Not everything has to be a nightmare at all. In fact, get ready for some dreams, because we have Daydreamin Davey coming up right now. That's right, Daydreamin Davey. Hello, Corndam.
Hi there.
Hey, how are you doing today?
I'm doing very well.
I know you're excited for some Davey times, you know?
I am. This game is fantastic.
Now, you have a little bit of a history with this game. And
I have a little bit of a history with this game.
What's that history, Corndam?
Well, so I first played this last year in Kusogrand3 as a fill-in for somebody who, I don't remember if they left, weren't around, doesn't really matter. And I think I made it not very far. We'll talk about reasons why when the game starts, so I don't accidentally give away spoilers. And so I decided that, you know what, like, I needed to beat this game right, to prove to myself I'm not really that terrible at video games. Spoiler, I am actually terrible at video games.
So am I.
So, but I played Bad Shop in this, and I lost, and for up until recently, I became the world record holder in this game, out of spite.
I love it. I hate you, Davey.
I mean, pretty much. And so I was beaten, I don't know, a couple months ago, and I have no inclination to go back to it.
Really? Aw. Corndam.
Not anytime soon. I may, you know what, I may try it, but it's low on my thing of things to do right now.
Lower priority.
The game itself is not bad. It should have just come out like 3 years sooner than it did.
Yeah, I find the game charming, though. It definitely is it has its problems, and I think some of the obscurity of things, I don't know. You'll see, chat.
Yeah.
I don't want to spoil too much, but...
So, Professor Ness, who else is running Davey? The current record holder is Poison Curls.
Ooh.
And his run's fast enough. I could go through it. I might be able to beat it, but I'm not really inclined to do so. Not yet.
not any motivation. You're like, you can have it. Sort of how I've felt for a long time with Athena. Just Dragondarch, you've got the record for now. That's
Speaking
fine.
of which, Dragondarch did say he would do audio.
Oh, sweet. Thank you. So this is Dragondarch versus our friend GreenZSaber.
Correct.
As soon as I can get everything working, I don't know, the more I stream, the more things just kind of like to not work as well as they used to. So I'm just getting everything set up. We should be able to start in probably just a minute or so, though.
So Mike, I will sort of agree with GreenZSaber on this. It's definitely not the worst game we've ever played, right? It's awkward. There are a lot of bad things about this that we'll go through. But the game tries hard and puts together a game that can be described as almost playable.
Yeah, this game is almost playable, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Almost playable is probably the best description of the game that you can put together.
Yeah, sounds about right. Chat, do I need to turn the audio up? Please let me know, chat. Is the music quiet? You can hear it better than I can.
And Mr. Torchel, I can excuse every game but one with it's not the worst.
Okay, just checking with Dragondarch. He is cropped. Everybody, all two of them are cropped. And we're just about ready to go. Yeah, you definitely need to hear. Oh, there we go. That sounds better. This is a winner's bracket race. You can tell because it's not scary red. Okay, if you are one of the players, go ahead and mute/pause my stream. We don't want you to get any spoilers. I'm shaking my finger here. Awesome.
I think we're missing the bottom of Dragondarch's game.
Oh. Yeah, we are. Okay, I'm sending a message over to Dragondarch to let him know that the bottom is cut off. Yeah, Dragondarch's gonna move Discord in a moment.
I'm out of here.
I'm out of here. Okay. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and get the countdown going. Discord will move, and then if I need to make any adjustments on capturing it...
It's fine, but we'll...
It's fine. We'll see all of the important stuff anyway. So I'm doing the countdown in Discord. Wish them the best of luck, because they will be daydreaming for you, okay? All of you watching, you are in our dreams. As soon as I see movement in a stage, I will start our timer. And there we go. Both Dragondarch and GreenZSaber starting up pretty quickly. Actually, yeah, we can't see the B and the A on Dragondarch's side. We'll live.
Not super important, really. I mean, it is, but not really. So this is a game that actually struggled me on a lot of this too, is because it actually uses like every line available to it.
Yes.
And so, like, even on emulator, you cut out what's typically overscan and you miss part of DNA. So, let's talk about the story of this, right? You're a kid, Davey, who honestly is probably the biggest jerk in school. And he falls asleep a lot in class, and this is what he dreams about.
I thought he was a good kid. He's just tired all the time.
Well, you'll see. You'll see. And Cadis, yes, I'll know what's going on.
I'm betting the mother just slips like NyQuil in his Kool-Aid, you know, so he drinks Kool-Aid at work and just falls asleep in class.
So, their first goal this time around is they need a sword. Right, and they both found it. It's not too hard to find.
Okay.
And then they have to go use that to defeat the knight Sir Lumpus. We'll see Sir Lumpus a lot because apparently, right, Davey dreams about punching him in the face a lot. Let's just start with that.
Yeah, it's kind of true. Sir Lumpus. It's a good name, okay? Strong family name. You know, I knew a few Lumpuses in my time.
So, to some extent, Dragondarch's kind of picked on, but we'll see what he does with the boss. But one of the most important things about this game and what to do, and that is the jump slash. To jump, you have to hit A and B at the same time. And so if you hold down B and then hit A, it slashes at the same time it jumps. And when you jump slash, it attacks on every single frame.
Mm-hmm.
And so bosses basically become trivial that way. Especially, there's potentially, we might see the end of this game. And if you beat the last boss the way it's supposed to be beaten, it takes about, I don't know, 3 or 4 minutes.
Ooh,
if you just jump slash him to death, it takes like 15 seconds.
Both of them got the dark armor. What does that do?
So the dark armor makes you invincible for the time being. And you might see it, depending on the level, it'll either be blue or red.
Okay.
GreenZSaber actually got the most important item, and only shows up in like the first 5 stages, and that's the hourglass. And the hourglass stops time for them and makes you twice as fast.
Oh, wow.
But for only like 10 seconds. But if you time it with the way you have it set up right, that 10 seconds, especially in this first stage, is fantastic.
Wait, this was made in Salt Lake. Of course it was. Hey, Utah, you want to make a video game? Yeah, let's do it about a nerd. A nerd named Davey.
So, they're both at Sir Lumpus. Now, GreenZSaber figured out the right way. Just jump slash, right?
Oh, yeah. Dragondarch got through it, defeated Plumpy. I'm out of here.
So what happened there is we stabbed that kid with a pencil.
Well, I mean, he deserved it.
Alright, so this stage, depending on what's going on, they might have some trouble with this. So they need to go to the Western Union station see the sheriff first, then they're a deputy, then they gotta go to Western Union. So if you do this right, this level's pretty quick.
This company made Dark Castle? Oh no.
So, but I expect we'll see them a little lost here for a while. And then I expect a whole bunch of issues for a little while.
Yeah, I wouldn't be too surprised.
So, Dragondarch, found the sheriff and says, go down to Western Union. And we'll see if he finds Western Union. All Western Union will tell you is, and why the sheriff couldn't, I don't know, is that you need a gun, and the dude has invaded the saloon or whatever it is, and you got to go do this. So what I kind of see happening here, right? And at this point in time, they only need the single shot pistol. They will need another gun later.
Okay.
And
But do they know that? They probably don't.
no, they don't, and the manual doesn't tell them.
I'm glad that there's a gunsmith, a blacksmith, and a John Smith.
John Smith, yeah. John Smith is so rich he gets his own place.
It's humor, okay? This is funny, Corndan. It's a joke.
So they're both going completely opposite where they're supposed to go. And in fact, GreenZSaber's in a place in the map that I don't know that I've ever seen before.
There's a dentist.
There's a dentist. So
GreenZSaber's like, I don't want to mess with the dentist, okay? I'll die instantly. Insta-kill in the Wild West.
So, well, Dragondarch sees that invincible hat. That's the same as getting the blue armor. It makes you invincible for a little while. You can just run into people and they die.
Oh,
So
that's fun. Swoon over
as I
me.
said, so what's supposed to happen is they're supposed to go to Western Union and then go get a gun and then go deal with the gang. Dragondarch knows he has to go to Western Union. At least he should, because he should have been reading it.
GreenZSaber hasn't seen that text.
I have not seen GreenZSaber go to the sheriff's office, which the game tells you to go to, right? Or the manual tells you to go to. So I did tell them that the manual is accurate, right? But
Okay. There's Western Union. Dragondarch is definitely hopping in there.
hired gunslinger hiding in blacksmith shop. Go bring him down.
Dead or alive? Well, that's not very nice. Yeah, gonna use that pencil again. Against Lumpus.
Well, we'll see. You'll see. So there's a mini game of sorts here to go, and they use it. And you have to have a gun, and then you got to shoot this guy. Now, the first thing you think is, well, I should shoot him in the face, right?
Bummer!
Dragondarch didn't buy the gun. So if he'd have bought the gun, a little cursor would have popped up, and he'd have been able to, move and shoot. And what you have to do on this, and this took me a while on this, is you have to shoot his gun out of his hand.
Oh, that's rough.
And I don't know how many times. In fact, the only reason I knew not to was because Bad Shop had come up across the info elsewhere, and you guys told it to me to make it even. Otherwise, I could have been stuck there for a while. It's not evident. The manual doesn't tell you. The game's not specific on telling you. So now Dragondarch has the gun. So now we'll see him go in here. And he did the exact thing I did the first time. You shoot him in the chest.
Bummer! Bummer! Oh, boy.
Right, so
I'm out of here.
yeah, I mean, this is
Daydreamin Davey.
he has to shoot the gun, and I'm gonna see how many times it takes him to go try shooting other parts.
Wow, I'm just taking a look at this company, and like, more than what I've seen, they did some ports for Beachhead, for Mario in the old days on the Atari. They helped with some of that. Daydreamin Davey is really their first game that they developed themselves, though.
In a lot of ways, this game would have been a much better NES game if it had come out earlier in the NES lifecycle. This came out late enough in the NES lifecycle that the manual talks about the Super Nintendo.
Really?
Really.
Oh, baby. Well, good.
Warning, read before using your NES or Super NES. And it's all about, like, seizures, like seizure warnings.
Apparently you can use the zapper in this game. Maybe.
You know, I have a zapper.
You should go try it. Not right now. Well, I mean, you could.
I don't think it uses the zapper. If it does, it's not it's not mentioned in the manual.
I'm trying to
But you would hope it.
There's so many things that you can buy, but how many of them are actually useful?
The gun.
Oh, okay. Oh, GreenZSaber getting shot. Bummer.
Also doesn't have the gun. Yep.
You know, usually
so
when people murder me, I think bummer.
So there are a couple other useful items that you will use at the trading post later in the speed run. I don't expect either of them to do so. And that's the next time we get back here, we need to buy something that has more than one shot, right? Specifically something that the shotgun is the best one to use, but you'll use it later.
Oh no, is this the company that made Virtual Bart? Oh no. Oh, okay, that's making me angry. So yeah, the reason that the coloring is different is because Dragondarch is using a power pack, which we do allow people to use, but if there are additional issues, then that's not something that we cover.
So I can state, because I have played this on an EverDrive, that it plays without issues.
Okay, cool.
So GreenZSaber is buying a whole bunch of like food. You could buy a bunch of food, right? And it does refill your health.
So is there any indication that you're not supposed to shoot him in the face?
Nope.
Okay, they'll just eventually figure it out, maybe. Let me see. Who's in the lead? Technically,
Dragondarch.
Dragondarch is. GreenZSaber is buying a gun, though. So that's nice. Davey has $0. Well, Davey, maybe you should get a real job. Instead of shooting people, you know, you could go, like, dig holes. Hey, Setier, thank you for the sub. Come join Daydreamin Davey, and GreenZSaber dies.
Yeah, they both think you just have to shoot him in the chest.
I don't think GreenZSaber had any bullets, though.
So he did. You do tend to pick some up, and even if you don't, like, it doesn't matter for that safe. You can actually go in there with 0.
Are you serious?
You can go in there with 0 rounds.
He just shot the dude. I love that the dude just closes his eyes. He's like, oh my gosh, he just shot me. I better murder you even more. So, were you able to figure out what you were supposed to do, by the way?
So, no, you guys actually told me what to do, but only because Bad Chop actually knew it. Right, from seeing a video or something.
Oh, that's right, yeah. Okay, I'm reading the manual. Let's see if it says anything about this in the manual. Let's see, Western World. Well, saddles, pals. We're back in the Old West, and you're in for a rootin' tootin' good time. Oh, wait, let me go back up, because... No, that's where it first talks about it.
Oh, apparently you can use the zapper on the quick draw.
Oh, sweet. Okay, Davey's gonna have to go up against some real sidewinders this time if he's gonna make it back to the school marms class before sundown. First, you need to check in at the sheriff's office and see if things have been peaceable since the last time you were in town. I'm so confused, though, because why is it talking about... Why does the manual talk about the Western world after Greek?
Well, you do go to the Western world multiple times.
Yeah, you do. Okay, you're gonna have to watch your step, Deputy Davey. This galoot is a tough old hombre, and you need the big iron to go up against him. Okay. Davey can buy or swap things or for things he needs in the trading post. Snake skins, Indian relics, root beer, and other items can be traded for the things you need. But remember, not everything you see in the trading post is helpful, and some are really bad news. Wait, really? Apparently,
I suppose. I don't know.
yeah. I love it. It's like, experiment with your whip to improve your accuracy and pick up TNT. Dragondarch moves up and shoots him in the nose.
Well, so Dragondarch is looking at like other things. Like
Good.
I did the same thing. First you shoot him in the chest, that didn't do it. Then you shoot him in the face.
Yeah, I'm just looking to see if there is anything here. Rattlesnakes, sharpshooters, cactus, gunslingers, dynamite, tumbleweeds, buzzards, saddle tramps. What? Saddle tramps. These guys throw empty bottles and dynamite at Davey. Well, that's rude.
They do.
I'm out of here.
I'm out of here. Well, better hurry up, Davey.
But I love that, shooting them in the chest didn't do it for GreenZSaber, so now I think they're convinced that they have to go do something else.
I think so. Yeah, I'm just trying to think. Because I do think that some of the dialogue in the game talks about being good. Okay, Dragondarch gonna be going over to Western Union. Got the telegram, but he's not...
He has the root beer, which he can trade at the trading post for $5.
Yes.
So he'll do that to go buy the 6-shot pistol.
And that's definitely the pistol he wants.
It is.
Sorry, John Smith's not gonna sell you anything. Yeah, I think that the only way to really think about... I don't know, I'm trying to go to kid logic. I don't think I, as a kid, would try to shoot the gun. Oh, shot his hat! He's a little bit shocked about that, but still murders you.
Bummer.
I just love the bummer sound effect. It's too good.
This game spent all of its time on sound effect development and not on the game.
Well, it's their first game. They thought sound effects were the most important, you know?
Yes, Sanjian, you did hear him say bummer.
Bummer.
I love it so much.
I'm out of here.
Okay, I'm just trying to find if there's anything else. This is supposed to be a friendly game for children. Care of your game. Playing a video game is supposed to be fun, not a test of endurance. If you play for a long time, try to take a break each hour. Okay, thank you. I bet as soon as one of them figures out what they're supposed to do, they'll be so angry.
When I figured out what to do, I was so angry. Like, because it's both... it's both, like, makes really good sense, but it's not telegraphed at all, so it makes 0 sense.
Oh, yeah. Okay, GreenZSaber just got moitered. You never like to see that. Yeah, I wonder how long it's going to take for them to figure it out. Or if they will. This is the rough thing. This was a game made for children, okay? Literally made for babies. Babies were picking this up. you know, just sticking the controller in their mouth because they don't know how to play video games. And this was made for them. And it's so obscure what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, I think Dragondarch's going back to look at the manual there. Right, thinking it says something.
It doesn't! I took a look.
doesn't?
I saw nothing.
It has zero to say about this.
Why?
It just assumes you figure it out.
How can you be so dumb? Developer. Oh my gosh. It's Utah. That's how they can be so dumb. I like that you can buy a finger.
Oh, yeah.
Why can you buy a finger? It's like, hey, do you want to buy this finger? I'm like, no. I have enough in my refrigerator already.
There are so many things in here that you never use. Like the peppermint stick almost kills you.
What? Wait, the peppermint stick almost kills you?
Yep. For a while in the speedrun until we understood a little bit better about the game. Thanks to Link 7777. The strategy was get the peppermint stick and die and then just restart with that password because it would give you the better gun.
It's so dumb. Why? Okay, let me see. Is it actually peppermint stick?
It is actually a peppermint stick.
Let's see. Okay, the manual actually does say that the dried fingers are dried fingers. Remedy, poison, help, or hindrance? You decide. Deer tails, try 'em. You just might like 'em. Spirit powder. You can never tell what you might find on the trail. Wow. This is amazing. Yeah,
So
I thought... Oh, go ahead.
To answer the question that was asked before it was removed by the mods, no, it doesn't do anything. The dentist is only there as filler.
So, can you stay at the hotel in the Wild West place?
There is a place that has a bed, like in one of the stores you can sleep, and that does restore your health.
Okay. Because it talked a lot about beans in the manual, and that there are a lot of beans in the hotel. They are the magical fruit.
They are the magical fruit.
Well, Davey is just making buckets of money. Oh, jeez.
So, Dragondarch's kind of got sort of the right idea, but for later. They don't need a money grind now, but they will. They will in a bit. If they make it back here, the next time they come back here. So the game technically has 3 worlds, and then you come back to each one of them like 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
And so the next time you come back here, there's a. Yeah, I believe he was poisoned.
Oh. Those darn snakes.
Yeah. But so the next time you come back here, there's a. Oh, by the way, poison you can tell because your hat and your pants are now green. But you have to stop a bank robbery, and the best way to do that is, in fact, go buy a shotgun.
Yeah, that usually helps against robberies. Wow, crazy dreamin' David. Deep freeze, that is an intense picture. He's not exactly enjoying his time in the Wild West, from what I can see. Okay, I refreshed the stream for Dragondarch. Dragondarch just taking some bullets.
I think Dragondarch once again going back and looking, trying to figure out what's going on.
I think so, yeah. I love that people are just sitting outside throwing dynamite. You know, they look like they're taking a siesta.
Like, what else did you have to do in this town?
I'm out of
Right?
here.
There's nothing else to do in this town except for patrol for Davey.
I'm trying to think, because every once in a while in the past, if we've had people get stuck for a significant amount of time in one place, we're willing to drop a simple...
I think
hint.
we should be willing to drop a hint here.
Okay. Well, I will leave that to you. If you would like to do that, it may be fine at the half-hour mark to do that. I would just say give them a warning that at 30 minutes, if neither of them have made progress, we'll give a hint. Oh, baby. But I do love this game. I think it's pretty enjoyable. Even though it has its problems, and the problems are that it's very much not obvious what you're supposed to do here.
Yeah, I mean, in all honesty, I think it makes good use of the NES hardware, right, with the scrolling and the like in 2 dimensions. You know, I think the music's not bad, and I think I think the gameplay's alright. I think it's super obtuse, and there's a lot of things that are either not explained or only show up once that the game just doesn't care about.
Yeah. Okay, I let them know in Discord. We'll give a hint at 30 minutes if neither of them makes progress. Do you know what you could see, or what you could say as a hint?
Oh, absolutely. The cowboy's gun's important.
Okay, cool.
And hopefully one of them will catch on to shoot it.
You could also say, don't kill the cowboy. But no, that they might try to avoid even going to the cowboy. Okay, cowboy's gun is important. Good. I think that'll work.
I think that's a good way to go.
Sweet. So yeah, thank you, chat, for watching and not spoiling things for the runners, because this is a blind playthrough. Neither of them have played this before. Now, they only have an hour to make as much progress as possible. That's why we do want to get them out of this rut, if at all possible. And because this
So that
game
they
is
can
so
be stuck on the
dumb.
next level.
Oh yeah, the next level's important.
So there's a fun story about the next level. Bad Shot made it through and I didn't, and neither one of us could figure out why when we talked afterwards.
It looks like...
because
Oh yeah?
because the game doesn't make some things clear.
Okay, we have 30 seconds until we give them the hint. So feel free to have it typed up if you would like.
It's already ready to go.
Sweet.
As soon as Pete drops a 30-minute warning,
Man, you're all coordinated. I love it. Okay. 30 minutes left, and Corndan is dropping the
we got
hint.
it. We dropped it. The Cowboy's gun is important in the shootout.
The cowboy's gun is important in the shootout. That is the hint that was given. GreenZSaber had the right idea, but missed! Missed! Oh my gosh. Okay.
In his defense, it is really easy to miss that in the heat of things. You don't have much time.
Oh, yeah.
But Dragondarch got it.
Yeah! And GreenZSaber almost!
Right, Mom?
Almost!
Davey.
Davey?
And I bet they both now feel dumb, because I certainly did. And then pissed off because the game doesn't tell you anything about that.
Oh, yeah. There is no information about that.
So now we're going to go to the time that I'm going to let them sit on this one. Is the most confusing part of one of the most confusing parts of the game, and that is the Greek zones. Well, specifically this one. So here's my problem. You see that guy that the Dragondarch just fought there?
Yes.
That is the same as the guy that he just punched in the face right there, right? At least you'd think so, right?
Yeah?
One is a good guy, the other one is not.
Oh my gosh!
The gold guys, and the only mention of it in the manual is like with help from the golden men, right? And it doesn't tell you anything. And here's what you have to do. You have to go run into them, right? One of the golden men has a weapon to defeat the guard at the bridge. So you have to go run into them, but your first thing is like, oh crap, that's just like another palette swap with this enemy, right? So let me go punch him in the face.
It's
right?
It's
and
ridiculous.
If you punch him in the face, it turns them evil.
Now, part of this game is all about doing things the nice way.
So, anyway, so what happened with me is I would get up close to attack this guy with the bow that Dragondarch just got, and sometimes I would accidentally run into him and get the shield, and other times I wouldn't, right, because I would shoot him first.
Yeah.
And so I had no idea what was going on. And so first you go, well, let me try this, then let me not try this sort of thing, right? Like, that didn't work. And the problem was both of them didn't work, or it randomly did work. And so I just thought it was a random drop the whole time.
Yeah, we thought that too.
It is not a random drop.
Okay, Dragondarch is in this kind of caged area right here.
So what actually has to happen is GreenZSaber just passed up the area he needed to go because he needs to get the bow.
Yeah. Do you have to get the bow before you go and not kill him?
You could get it later.
Okay.
So now Dragondarch's in the what the crap is going on phase, right? Because
Yes.
that guy down where he was at has the shield. He needs to run into him, not shoot him. Also, that sound you hear on his screen, that's bees.
It's bees? Where are the bees? Oh my gosh, there's the bee.
So the bees and the bats, right, in the forest stage, you can hear them. They can follow you the whole freaking time all around the map.
Yes.
And anytime one of them spawns, that's all you'll hear until the bee is dealt with.
Gotcha. Let's see. Okay, so this manual is actually saying, here among the temples and courtyards of Mount Olympus, there are gods and goddesses all around to help you on your way. Some of the temples have characters that will help you on your quest for the magic shield and the sword of Cyclops. Be sure to look everywhere. The golden race of men will be very helpful in your search for the magic shield. That is what it tells you.
Right, and right in one of the temples it tells you that one of those guys has a shield you need.
To tell the truth, though,
Dragondarch may have just figured it out.
if somebody is out there...
Because he just ran into a gold guy and got an item.
Okay, I will go ahead and refresh green side just to make sure that everybody is synced up. I'll go ahead and do Dragondarch as well. Yeah, if the manual tells you that somebody is going to be helpful, don't kill them, okay? General guide.
Nope. Dragondarch shot that guy anyway. But he ran into him once, and you got an item. Dragondarch also found out that you can use the apples as health.
I'm just looking. So there's a golden race of men, and there's a bronze race of men. And what the crap? How is that okay? You can't have both.
Right, because as I said, I legitimately thought it was palette swap to the same enemy. And it's very clear that Dragondarch thinks the same thing too.
Oh yeah. It's just that. Like,
with good reason.
I don't know if I'd be able to tell the difference. Ooh, Dragondarch realized that not everybody kills you.
Maybe.
He walked into the dude and then killed him,
He's done
but
that
you
a
know.
couple of times. Well, yeah, the guy will disappear when you walk into him, right?
Yeah.
So, with GreenZSaber has the bow. All he has to do is walk one more thing and then accidentally hit the guy and have the shield.
Yes. Okay. There we go. There's the shield.
There's the shield. That puts GreenZSaber in the lead.
Nice. Very
Right,
small
because the
lead,
shield
but
is
yes.
required for progress.
I love that you can afterwards just kill the guy. It's like, well, you know, that wasn't very nice, Davey, but whatever. You didn't kill him on first sight, so we'll give you the shield. It's fine.
Yeah. So, now, what has to happen is... you have to go across that bridge. So that is no small task. You have to basically block all of those shots and reflect them back and then kill them. Right, like, I mean, I run the game and it's still it's difficult.
Oh yeah.
And a lot of it's difficult because this game has no iframes, or very limited iframes, right? So you have to connect in such a way, like there's a very limited stance. When he's in certain animations, he's invincible. And so you need to basically be a set distance away and throw up that shield. And the shield's got like a 3 or 4 frame delay before it comes up.
Really? Well, that's not good.
But here's the thing, right? Because this game is well programmed, right? The guys who throw spears can have one spear on screen at a time, and when that spear's gone,
Yeah!
they'll throw a second one.
Dragondarch got the
Dragondarch-
shield. What a good weapon, the shield. But yeah,
So-
GreenZSaber is fighting the Cyclops.
Yeah, if you have the health, right, to fight the Cyclops, you're pretty well best up getting in his face, jumping up, and shooting him in the face.
Okay,
if
GreenZSaber
you
is
don't-
not jumping.
You wanna sit a little bit farther back and basically do what GreenZSaber is doing.
Okay, but without jumping, do you think there's any chance?
Oh yeah.
I think GreenZSaber may have taken death. No, he's doing okay. Oh,
No. So the Cyclops is very like it's not RNG dependent, but it almost sort of is. Like when you're up in melee with them, you can honestly trade blows for a long time, and be okay, and then suddenly you're just not.
there we go. Dragondarch reflecting the thrown spears. Yeah, sorry. This game sometimes has crazy flashing. Just welcome to Daydreamin, Davey. Boss time. Wow, this music.
It's like the music's not bad. The game itself also kind of not bad either. It's not good. I mean, don't get me wrong. But I would play it over like Faulty Fraternities or something like that.
Yeah, I
Dangerous Domiciles.
don't particularly dislike it. Wait, Dragondarch used what looked like it was a bomb, but I don't think it was.
Those were apples.
Oh, Apples,
I'll
bombs.
leave them home.
Basically the same thing.
So Dragondarch's finding that same thing. Like when you really push into him, he does a lot of damage. But GreenZSaber made it through.
Nice.
And what we did was we poked one of our people in the eye.
Dragondarch got through. No, don't.
Yep.
He stabbed someone in the eye?
He stabbed someone in the eye. I
No,
told you,
Davey.
Davey is not a good guy.
What a jerk. Well, both of them are on to the next section. It's basically a tie.
It is. GreenZSaber's a little bit further along, but we'll see who makes it through the maze.
Oh, yeah.
So what they have to do is find Excalibur. And GreenZSaber's on the right path. You need to go get that ring. And that ring lets you go through a portal. And then that's where Excalibur is. And you need Excalibur. Excalibur has like twice the reach of whatever the sword you have is now.
Yeah.
So Excalibur's super important basically to the whole rest of the game.
Well, good. But you only use it in the medieval places, right?
You only use it in the medieval places, but there's 2 more medieval stages after this.
Ooh,
Right, there's-
Dragondarch found an hourglass.
He did, and it's either in this stage or the next medieval stage where you don't see him anymore. Right after this, so
Okay.
the sundials in the Greek stages are just as good. So GreenZSaber found the ring, which is the right thing to do,
Okay.
and now he's got to basically kill Sir Lumpus again. Right now, this time Sir Lumpus is just a mini boss. All right, now if you see that little noise, weep, 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 that's the bat. Right, until Dragondarch kills that bat, that's all we're gonna hear.
Oh, good, it's dead.
That's good, yeah.
This
So now Dragondarch has the ring. Now, what neither one of these guys know is, right there, the place they have to go is right back where they started. Right, so instead of going down from where they started, if they go right, they'll get to where they need to go.
Seriously?
Seriously.
That's not too bad, but I'd want to explore everything else here.
Well, so depending on how they explore, they may find the portal they need to go through,
Okay.
and then have to backtrack. Right, they'll see it like above them or something.
As long as they're able to identify that, hey, that's a portal, probably need to go through there. I'm guessing Dragondarch might be on the path to see it. I don't know.
Yeah, so basically both of them are walking back here. Like, this is where they found the sword the first time.
Yes.
And they're not going to find anything here. But this is where they would need to go on, like, the second to last level of the game.
Okay.
Right, because the medieval stage is backtrack the level.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. There's not really any indication as well that that's what you need to do.
So this one has the biggest indication. It has a big honkin' portal you have to walk through.
I mean, yeah, that's a pretty good indication.
Right, the problem is you just don't know where it is. So we'll see who finds it first.
I'm actually really surprised that they got through Greece as quickly as they did.
So Dragondarch, you can see the portal from where Dragondarch's screen was.
Yep, saw it.
Right, and that's where he needs to go. So once he figures it out that that's where he needs to be, and heads back around, he'll be in good shape. I don't know. Yeah, he's going the right direction to get there.
No! Well,
No, he's going the right direction. Yeah,
Oh, he is?
He's still going the right direction. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So the 2 places he went, one puts you on one side of the rocks, one puts you on the other. They both put you in the same location in the end.
Well, that's nice. Yay, hourglass again. There's so many hourglasses.
So GreenZSaber's working their way back too. So these guys are pretty close, within, I don't know, 15, 20 seconds of each other if they both hit it.
Yeah.
Which is pretty nice. So it looks like GreenZSaber has figured out where they need to go.
Nice. And there he goes, jumping into the portal.
And there is Excalibur.
Isn't it just a ruler?
Yeah, it's just a ruler.
Ah, okay.
So now for the next thing that how much time do we have left? 15 minutes left. I can pretty much guarantee we're not going to figure it out because it's completely stupid.
Okay.
And that is, now we're going to Hades. Because why not, right?
Oh yeah. No, Dragondarch! It's ah! Find first a hole. Wow. Yeah, stab that guy for that hint. What a dumb hint.
Well, so he sees Excalibur, sees that. Maybe he'll go back to the other portal he's seen now. So, with Hades, right? And I'm looking forward to this because this is dumb. You want to get right?
Yeah.
And so they need to make it through. So that circle of 6 or 8 or whatever pillars. That's where they got advice about the Cyclops before.
Okay. Yeah, I remember that.
So that takes them to Hades. But here's the thing. You can't get past that unless you have a coin to get proper entry.
That's right.
Right? You want to know where the coin is? In that first tree where you started, you have to hit it, and that's where the coin is.
Can you hit it right as soon as you start?
Oh, absolutely. But does the game tell you that that's what you should be doing?
No.
So all the game tells you is that... I don't even think it tells you anything.
Where's Dragondarch
Right, so they're
going?
Well, Dragondarch's closer to finding out what's going on than GreenZSaber is. So if Dragondarch just goes straight north from here, right into that.
There we go. Aha! And this is the best music of the game, I think.
It is really good music.
I love
Okay,
all
so
the
apparently
skulls on the ground.
So apparently GreenZSaber did get a clue to hit a tree with a sword to get a coin.
Okay.
There you go. To cross Hades, you need a coin. Tap on a tree with your sword, Davey.
Uh-oh. Okay, Dragondarch found Sharon.
Right, so
he got
that just
kicked
puts it back at the beginning of the stage. Now, if Dragondarch just hits the tree that was literally straight in front of him, when he started, the one right above him, that's the tree that has the coin.
Oh my gosh. Okay, GreenZSaber is in Hades as well. They both know that they need a coin.
Yes.
Okay, no, Dragon, go in there! Yeah.
But Dragondarch doesn't know how to get it.
Tap on a tree with your sword, David.
Okay, there we go, right? Like, that clue's super important.
He's trying every tree. Oh my gosh, I love this game.
I mean, that's what you do when you don't, right? They're both doing it.
Yep.
Right? Let's go hit trees with swords. Because we want to pretend we're lumberjacks.
Oh man. Dragondarch probably just dying real quick. Nope.
Pretty much.
He healed.
Like those guys are. So anybody with arrows, throw spears, stuff like that, can be really mean because you can only have one on screen at a time. That means as soon as that one goes away because it hit you, they can throw another one out. And this game has no idea of a concept of a minimum amount of time between shots.
Yeah, I can tell that. Yeah, please do not... Well, I don't know. They both got the clue that they need to hit a tree. But yeah, essentially this is going to be hit every tree of the video game. He got a statue. Dragondarch's got a statue.
He did. He got a statue.
What does that do?
The statues, I believe, kill enemies on the screen. I don't know because you don't use them in the speed run, and I don't think I ever used them trying to beat this casually. Right, because I wasn't going to let this game win. So the other item he has, if you notice, he has apples and he has golden apples. Those like randomly take off health or not.
Dragondarch still heading the wrong way. But the game makes you think that you're not supposed to go back to where you started.
I know.
What a jerk. What a jerk game.
I mean, so they're both in the same spot. Dragondarch's ahead. He definitely got there first. And since this is a progress side of things. But somebody is going to find the coin.
Yeah.
I hope someone's going to find the coin. We've got like 8 minutes left.
I think somebody is going to. They'll probably be angry about the stupid coin. I'm already angry about the coin.
They're going to be angry. They're going to be angry about everything in this entire game because this game could be almost reasonable if it told you these things.
Yeah, it would be. Somebody go hack Daydreamin Davey, please, and putting up. It's like Simon's Quest. You know, somebody went and hacked it and actually made it give you good information. If only Daydreamin Davey did that too.
So if Dragondarch just goes south of where he's at right now,
Dragondarch, no.
Or dies, right?
Just die, Dragondarch.
Just die.
GreenZSaber just died. Both of you. No, Dragondarch healed. Well.
If Dragondarch just died, he would be right there and hit the tree and find the coin.
Oh, it's so funny that, like, death could really help you out in this game.
Death would open this game wide up.
Oh my gosh.
So,
Okay.
GreenZSaber's back in Hades.
No coin.
No coin.
Hades is like, no coin. Or Sharon's like, no coin do I see. My name's Sharon. I don't have a good personality. Yeah, go away, Sharon.
Oh, look, there's the coin. And then he left it.
No, GreenZSaber left the coin? Did it despawn? No, there it is. GreenZSaber has the coin.
So, we're going to see real progress here.
Dragondarch is right where he needs to be. Stab the tree, Dragondarch. No! They're too...
Stab the other tree. Oh.
He got the
There we
coin!
go.
Ah, he couldn't grab it, so he tried to respawn the
Okay.
drop. Yeah, this
So
is
now
a
we're gonna
race.
Now we're going to have to gauge progress. There's 3 things they really need to go do. And the first one is there's a spear they need to go get. Which GreenZSaber is kind of on the way of doing.
Okay.
And you don't necessarily need it now. You need it later. They could probably get by without it. But now GreenZSaber just found the best part about this.
Oh.
There are random pits. Well, they're not random. There are pits. They're disguised. If you step in them, it takes you back to the beginning.
Is there any way to get out of the pits?
You can try to struggle and jump a lot, and sometimes you get out, but usually it doesn't work.
What a fair game. Dragondarch.
So Dragondarch has kind of made.
He got the spear.
Well, he'll get the spear when he goes around. So I mean, look at how close they are. We're flip flopping around. You know, the spear is actual progress. It tells you that you need the spear. And then Dragondarch stepped in the pit too.
Okay,
So you can kind of see what Dragondarch is doing.
Yeah.
You can get out.
Holy crap. Yeah, Dragondarch did manage to get the spear. This is intense.
So there are two other things they need to get. One is actually required. The second one is not. So the Helm of Mars is not required, but what it does do is it does make you temporarily invisible during the boss battle that's coming up.
Okay.
But with good placement, you do not need it. And the other one is Artemis's bow, which is basically at the end of this, you can't miss it, essentially. Or one of those bows, right? Like, you can't miss it. And so... Anyway, if Dragondarch would just go just north of where he was at, that would be where the helm would be. But it's not necessary.
Okay. Does the game make you think it's necessary?
The game does tell you it's necessary, right? Don't go across this bridge unless you have it. I can tell you the speedrun doesn't use it at all. And the speedrun uses the most dumb thing. You get up in their face and jump and shoot shots in their face.
Oh, yeah.
And with... Oh, so Kappa Hades, not the Kappa Monk, right? And so if you do that and you do it just right, with the timing of your jumps, which is basically just mash it as fast as possible, this is the one boss where it throws back the heads every time you hit it, and that's just sufficient time for you to get the next shot off.
Okay.
So as long as you place it so you don't get hit by the other two heads, it's free.
Gotcha. GreenZSaber still doesn't have the spear. He's gonna need that.
So Dragondarch does have Hades' helm, which the game leads you to believe is necessary. So, right, even if you wanted to say the spear isn't progress, the helm definitely is.
Oh yeah.
So, but Dragondarch used it too early.
Well, what can you say? You know? It doesn't make it very clear that this is a...
It does not. So, and then the last piece is the room that's up here that Dragondarch almost skipped is where you get the new bow.
The golden bow, Davey.
So, Artemis's bow shoots twice as far and does more damage than the bow you originally get.
Nice. Oh my gosh. You know, I was thinking that GreenZSaber might win this match, but Dragondarch is pulling out so far ahead.
You figured it out right at the end.
Yeah.
Well, Dragondarch is at Cerberus.
Well, there are also pits, it looks like.
All right, so basically, yep. So you can see where all three of them are shooting. If you start with the rightmost one and get up, literally like lined up with it right in its face. That one, the one on the left can't hit you. The one in the middle just fire.
Yeah, it looks like Dragondarch knows the secret of the coin now.
He knows the secret.
But it's too late. He's not going to be able to get back where he was before.
But that's okay, because he has definitely made the most progress. And all of it was in the last, like...
Yeah. I don't think GreenZSaber has a chance of catching back up at this point.
About the only way GreenZSaber could... no, they don't.
Well,
right,
we have 10 seconds.
If they got the bow and made progress on damage on Cerberus. Would be the only way.
Well,
but that is not the case.
That is indeed the match. That was intense. Holy cow. I had an absolute blast with this. Well, the match is over. Daydreamin Davey, we had flipping back and forth between Dragondarch and GreenZSaber, but Dark, right towards the end, just managed to make a whole bunch of progress and takes the victory. Good job to both of the players. Wow, this was a fantastic watch. Absolute blast. So they are free to hop into chat. I'm letting them know right now, just if they would like to. Thank you, by the way, for those bits, Math Man. Let's see, Dragondarch is here. Hello, Dragondarch.
Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you.
That was a game.
It is a game, yes.
So how do you feel about Daydreamin?
That wasn't that bad, honestly.
Okay.
Like, it controlled reasonably well. The jumping mechanics were a little awkward, but everything else was actually pretty reasonable. Like, I mean, the Old West was kind of a pain because they don't really give you any indication of what to do.
Oh, yeah.
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 This game is more obtuse than super bad. Right. It's not good, but I think it's a lot worse. Like, if they had laid out what you had to do a lot better.
Yeah, if there were in-game hints, especially in the Wild West, for what you needed to do, that would be
I
great.
think we're not picking. I'm seeing GreenZSaber trying to talk, and we're not hearing you at all.
Hello?
Hello,
There we go.
GreenZSaber.
Now we hear him.
Oh man, that was a game.
Yeah, what are
2
your
for 2 on
impressions?
exactly how he described it.
Yeah, any thoughts, any impressions?
Well, I think I can see why this game has a password system after playing it. It's a lot of trial and error.
Yeah.
That's honestly what this... Well, the game is... The thing is, this was originally made for kids, and I think they developed it in a way that they're like, okay, you can tell that you're supposed to be a good kid, going and stabbing random people probably isn't the best idea, but they didn't really understand how kids play games. This was their very first game.
They did teach you to eat apples to restore your health, though.
Yeah, which is good. Good. Get all healthy from all those apples. Yeah, were there any redeeming qualities for this game or things that you did like?
Well, the game controls fairly well.
Okay.
It's not perfect, but it's playable.
Okay, it's not perfect, but it's playable. Yeah.
I did like the different scenarios that you were put into.
Yeah, so the manual made me think you were gonna go, like you were gonna do the, medieval times, and it said something about the outer world. You're gonna end up there for a little while. Then it says Greek mythology, then Western, and then you just go medieval to Western immediately.
I know.
It's like, wait a minute.
I was looking at the
Right.
manual, I'm like, this is so dumb. Why does it do this? Because when it talks about the Western world, it actually sounds like you're returning there from what the manual says. It's just it's a confusing mess.
Yes.
Yeah, I thought it was odd that you keep jumping between different time periods.
Well, it's
I guess
multiple
it's-
daydreams,
Right. Yeah, it's multiple daydreams, but I did think it was an odd change of pace.
Yeah, I agree with that. It's... Oh, it was
Well,
definitely...
I think I might continue playing this game, but I probably will want to look up some kind of a map to see what the proper path is, because the part where I was at, is kind of silly.
I think it gets a little bit more straightforward after this. I'm not sure. What do you think,
No,
Corn Dan?
not really. So, some of it does. The Wild West ones are a little bit more straightforward. But the forest levels, right, that you come back to, so there's 2 more after you guys went and got Excalibur, where you come back to the forest. and both of those can be described as let's go hit every single point you've already hit before the level.
Awesome.
Right, like it. To me, it's like they made this game and set everything up in such a way that, well, we made 4 maps, we're going to use all 4 of them all the time.
Yeah, so using a guide is probably not a bad idea. And honestly, I don't know, I think the little cutscenes in between are funny and dumb enough that it's worth it. It's worth going and doing.
We did run cutscene percent for Big Bad Gameathon last year for that.
Oh yeah, well, Davey gets so excited.
He gets excited at everything. Until he has to say
including
bummer.
stabbing his classmates in the eyes.
Bummer.
Oh my gosh.
Bummer, and awesome.
Bummer. Awesome bummer. Let's see. Well, I think that we're at the point where we're going to cut stream. I will be back Tuesday and Thursday, though, 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. That's my current schedule that I'm planning to have throughout the school semester, so that will be a blast. Dragondarch and GreenZSaber, thank you so much. GreenZSaber, you're going to the loser's bracket. You have one more nightmare to face, so best of luck with that. Dragondarch, you move on to the gauntlet.
Oh, I won?
Oh yeah.
How far did you get?
Not much farther than like all of the progress was made in like the last 5 minutes.
Yeah, I made it to Cerberus, got caught in quicksand, and then he shot me with fireballs all 6 times.
Oh, okay, I didn't get that far. I was struggling trying to figure out where I was supposed to go, and I kept getting caught in the sand, whatever it was. 'Cause
Yeah, I learned pretty quick. Start mashing the jump buttons to get out of it. So I just started jumping everywhere in hopes of avoiding it.
okay, that's how you get past that.
Yeah, you
I
can
wasn't
get
aware.
past them. There are routes that you can go without falling in, but they're not visible because why would they be? You know?
That'd be the mark of a good game.
Yeah. And we definitely did not have a good game today. So, yeah, I want to go raid someone. I'm trying to see who. You know what? Retro Gaming Live TV. Let's go bother them, and I think Bummer is a good raid message.
I agree. Bummer.
So go spam Bummer at Retro Gaming Live TV. They'll enjoy it. They'll probably know what we're talking about. Thank you again, and we will have more streams on Tuesday. So catch y'all later. Okay, I'll go offline actually now.